on? What's popping? What's happening? Welcome back. Welcome black. It ain't February, but still, welcome black. Welcome back to the
Black
Millennial.
every month.
That's right.
All
The
right.
Millennial Masterclass podcast, surfacing all millennial issues. Episode 34. Episode Antetokounmpo, because we that black. Okay.
So we
All
gonna
right?
do that shit every time?
No, not every time, because every
Apparently.
number doesn't correspond. Every number doesn't correspond. But I know a number
Let's
up
do-
until we get to 77.
Oh Lord.
She's like, what the
Anyway.
hell? So yes, we're always gonna do that. We had 34 and you talking about going to 77.
I'm not gonna
That's
do that.
always-
It's just that it was appropriate because we write black. We write black. We write back. We write black. It's a whole thing, man. What's the fuck's going on in the DMV? Since you seem so eager. You eager as fuck over there with your fresh fade and shit. Come on, nigga. What's
fresh
good?
fade.
You said with my what?
With your fresh fade and shit.
My fresh fade. Do y'all see it?
I see the line, nigga. I
Fresh
see it.
fade.
Over here looking
Real
like a
crispy.
1940s gangster.
It looked like I
see
went to the
you
barbershop today, huh?
in 1940s and you a gangster.
FIFA cut my
I'm here
hair.
for it.
Okay,
You did a great job. It looks
Yes,
fantastic.
she did a good job.
Like I feel like you were probably the gangster that ran the streets. You were definitely at the top. You were definitely at the top.
Fresh Friday, fresh fade Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fresh fade Tuesday. Is she a barber? Is she gonna come to New York? and
No,
fade me
she's
up?
not a barber, but
is
she
now.
She
probably
got
does
guards
all
and
the
shit.
stuff
How she do
now.
that? She got guards and shit. That's pretty good.
Is that the Clippers? Yes, she has those.
Yeah, but like the little
guard is what you put on
goes
the
on top
Clippers.
of the clipper, the little plastic situation. that goes
Sean
on
don't
top
know.
of
It's
it.
okay. It's okay.
Anyway, we'll talk to Tifa later. I'm sure.
We'll ask directly.
Leslie, what you been up to?
Let's see. This weekend I actually was in Dallas. They had a really, really bad like rainstorm, and it was crazy because
In
it hasn't-
Dallas?
Yes, like there was
Hmm.
flooding, and normally that's in Houston. It doesn't really
I
flood
was
too
gonna say,
much in
like,
Dallas.
I didn't know Dallas worried about hurricanes.
Well, shoot, it hasn't rained all summer, so they basically got like a summer's worth of rain overnight. It was really bad. There was a couple fatalities, like people.
What?
Yeah, it was bad, and so I had to drive back in that on Monday. So it's like I kind of had to wait it out a little bit or whatever. And
Did
then
you
I made
float
the drive.
home? How'd you get home?
Oh, I was okay. Because I kind of waited until like mid-afternoon to make the drive back, and then kind of cleared up a little bit. It was still coming down, but it was really like overnight into the morning when it was the worst. And like saw videos on TikTok and the news. It was really, really bad, really, really scary, especially like the downtown area. So, prayers out to those families who may have lost someone in that. People's apartments were flooding. I saw that all over TikTok.
Damn.
It was crazy. It was really crazy.
Like, I'm laughing because Tristan said, "Did you float home? You take a couple swimming classes."
Gonna be backstroking 2 hours all the way home.
I was
like,
happy
"Dang."
somebody heard that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I wasn't paying that no mind. But
I'm gonna make it.
other than that, yeah, my weekend was pretty chill. How was yours, Tristan? What you get into?
Honestly, we got into a whole bunch of shit, man. So we were in
Oh.
Detroit this past weekend. So
Oh.
years ago,
Yeah.
a friend of mine told me, she said, I'm gonna tell you right now, downtown Detroit ain't no hoe. And she was right. She was right. It ain't no hoe. It's all right. It really is. Like, it looks a lot like St. Louis. Like, I really felt like I was in St.
Okay.
Louis the whole time. I was like, hey, Detroit, St. Louis. Because we went to the baseball stadium, because we were there for a
Okay.
wedding. So there were quite a few wedding activities.
Mm.
And I did this thing for the first time called foaling. It's football meets bowling. So you have, I'm gonna describe
heard
it
of
to
it.
you. At like a fucking, you wouldn't, because I guess it's only that.
Yeah,
But you're at this
Steve
this
did
warehouse,
that.
right? That's like the size of like batting cages. And then like on the other end, they have 10 pins and you have 10 pins. And then you're throwing a football trying to knock down their pins. It's like a really big game of cornhole, but with a football and bowling pins. And so
Interesting.
yeah, it was pretty good. We ended up winning the series. We lost the
How
first
far
two.
are the pins? Are they really like lined up?
The
like-
pins are about bowling ball distance apart,
Okay.
but the distance is far. It's kind of far. I'd
It's
say
a
it's like,
long throw.
yeah,
Like a football field? Like
no,
far?
no, not quite that damn far.
That's
That's
like, who is
crazy.
throwing whole football
mean,
fields?
who
People
is
ain't
throw-
professional.
Leslie, you do know that even the best quarterbacks can barely throw 65 yards. You're talking
No,
about
because I don't watch
100
What kind of fun
yards?
game would that be?
I do not watch football, so I do not know that.
okay, let's say like, I don't know, 40 feet. 50,
Oh, okay.
like
Okay.
it's a ways over there, but
Mhm.
it's not the length of a football field. Oh my God, that's so far.
Well, it sounds like
No.
you had a good time though. How was the
Did you-
wedding?
No, the wedding was nice, man. They went through with it. You know, it
Not
was
they went
good.
through with it like there was
Good
doubts.
with it. How many weddings have you been to this year, Tristan?
A lot, like
Yeah.
10.
Right, you
No.
27 dresses and shit. Like
No.
Always a
nothing.
bridesmaid, never the bride looking at bridesmaid.
I'm okay with that actually, but that's all right. You know what? She had a nice collection of dresses for later. Now look here. No, we've been to three, yeah,
I
three
feel
so
like it's
far.
been more than 3.
there
No,
has to be more.
there's two more. There's two more left though.
You were like me last year when I had
No,
like
and then
hella
but
weddings.
next year on the docket, I already got 3. This shit is getting out of hand.
I have 2 next year so far. So
My brother's one of them. So I mean that one I gotta.
You the best man?
I am the best man. Yes.
Aww.
Shout out to my bro, man. Shout out to he and his lovely lady. He about to tie that knot.
Yeah.
Tie that knot.
Yeah,
Oh,
hopefully
but
there's
okay.
another pair
Did
that
y'all
goes
see
through
that
with it.
movie about? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said, hopefully there are another pair that goes through with it.
I'm gonna say it at that. I say it after every wedding, low key. There's about 3 things I say at every wedding. One, after they get done, is they went through with it. 2 is when they're doing their first dance, right? I generally take a video of the bride and groom. I'm like, he about to blow that back out. That's number 2. And then number 3, number 3 is, why haven't you played Jagged Edge Let's Get Married remix yet? Or
because it's not a romantic wedding song.
It's a party song.
It's a party song for the reception.
But the words just don't have nothing to do with real love. They just like, we've been together for so long. Let's just
International Players Anthem is the
That's
other
a
song,
must.
but it wasn't a black
That's a
wedding, so we didn't hear it. We didn't.
What's a staple
The
white
DJ
wedding
was real
song?
safe. She was real safe. They were good tunes,
Sweet
but she was
Caroline.
safe. No, they didn't play that. They thank God. I fuck with Neil Diamond. Shout out to Neil Diamond and his people. But no, I didn't want to hear it.
What kind of music were they playing though?
They were playing top 40 shit, like La Vida Loca came on. You know, they played the Macarena. They played
Drake songs.
They played they played 2 Drake songs, just 2. Not even Pop That, which would have been great. But you know, but they did play the thong song upon request, and then they played the filthiest song I had ever heard.
Did you request a thong song?
I did, of course. No, but then they played the filthiest song I had ever heard. I was like, nigga, what is this? I was like, you've been playing all this. I couldn't tell you. It was called like Fuck It or something. And like the whole song, it was like, I'm gonna fuck it here and fuck it there. And it kind of went. It was kind of dope. But like
I just he was making requests at people's wedding. Don't they already?
I make a request at everybody's wedding. I have never gone to a
not
wedding
making a
and not
request
made
at
a
my
request.
wedding. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell
Little do you know.
Little do you know exactly.
Beforehand.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I am not above.
The person that I'm paying is not gonna play y'all song.
I am not above giving the DJ $20 to play my song. I've done it. I've done it. I'm not above it.
I do.
That is so weird. This is not y'all event.
It's not.
This is not the club.
That's not what that means. I know how to get the fucking party started, okay? And I may have the tune that's gonna do just that. Maybe you missed it. Well, did you not call me the other day for music? Let me tell y'all what happened the other day.
Yeah, so for a different situation, not for someone's wedding.
Tell us.
So you don't think I could do both?
See, that's why I'm not calling your ass for shit else. Since you want to do all that, put me on the spot.
Wait, I didn't even tell him what you called for. I didn't even tell him what you called for, but that's fine.
Wait, can I just say something since we talk about music? Tristan is giving me Ray Charles because every time he moves his on, he's giving me Ray Charles right now.
I got a woman. Well, now
I'm so sorry.
On wrist.
Okay.
Yo, before we go on, I gotta tell y'all this real quick. So, did y'all watch the R&B Money podcast with Ray Parker Jr.? You know,
I haven't watched it yet.
The guy who does the Ghostbusters. Okay, if you haven't seen it, well, he told this quick story about Stevie Wonder getting into a fight with one of his bandmates, like a literal fisticuffs fight. So what happened is that they were like, he was pissed at Stevie. He said, "Give me a fucking blindfold. I'm about to fight this nigga." So he went and got a blindfold and blindfolded himself, and Stevie whipped his ass. Stevie whipped his ass. And then he was like, "Why didn't you just take the blindfold off?" He said, "I don't think it would have mattered." He said, "Stevie got them hands, and I know that nigga can see.
Stevie can see.
He can fucking see. All that to say that nigga can see. I know he can see. I'm sorry."
So Shaq has gone on record and said that one time he got in the elevator, Stevie was in there, Stevie pressed the button. He said Stevie can see.
Well, the elevator buttons have braille. They have braille. It ain't like that's not.
I feel like and Corday said that Stevie FaceTimed him and told him he wanted to work, and he's like, "Why you FaceTiming me? Like, why don't you do regular phone call?"
Because he knew that he
blind don't mean he can't FaceTime.
Yeah, exactly. All kind of.
I can see, and I don't even like to FaceTime. So
you don't like to be on the phone. Period. That don't count. That don't
only
count
to like 2 people. But yeah,
I can guess who they are. We know their names. It's fine.
Anywho, is it time?
It is time to move on, man. The streets have been calling for it. They've been looking for this information. I was actually talking to a few niggas out there just recently. They was like, man, we've been looking for this shit. We belong to the streets. You know, when Les be talking, man, we be listening.
looking for me.
They be checking for you, girl. They checking for you. It's time for the bulletin board. Les, take it away.
That just reminded me of that TikTok sound. I heard y'all was looking for me. Here I go. Anyway, so
is that a mystical line?
It is, but they turned to the whole TikTok trend and stuff like that.
So we might have to not use no more of his line. No,
You're right. You are correct. We might just cut that out. Anyway. All right. So in today's news, first story I have coming to you is called ASAP Assault. So
these titles.
Leslie be sitting there thinking hard.
She really do. She be like, okay, "Oh, nigga, I'm gonna kill him with this title. I'm gonna kill him with this one."
That's exactly how it is. So, rapper ASAP Rocky actually pleaded not guilty last week to the charges of felony assault, which, if y'all remember, he was arrested for. What was it? A couple months ago, stemming from a 2001 confrontation in Hollywood. Initially, the person who was quote unquote assaulted, we didn't know the identity of that person, but now we do. So he's accused of drawing a gun and firing it twice in the direction of his friend and group mate ASAP Rocky. Now, I didn't even know who ASAP Rocky was. There's like a million ASAPs. I could have sworn I knew all of them.
They're like the new Busy Bones and Crazy Bones. You know, they had Busy Bone, Crazy Bone. This is the same thing.
Yeah, I did not know who this young man was, but his legal name is Terrell Efron, in case anybody wants to know. And apparently, you know?
No, I just shout out to my man Terrell. Shout out to my man Terrell.
Okay. Well, apparently they had an altercation last November. And so, first of all, did y'all know ASAP Rocky's real name is Rakim? I'm about to mispronounce his middle name, Athelston Mayers.
I did know his first name was Rakim because he's from Harlem, and that was a big deal.
I think I remember a story where like his mom named him after Rakim. Right?
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then he became a rapper. Around? I think that makes sense. That sounds about right because he's the proper age for that. So
yeah, we'll go with that. So anyway, so Mayers, which is Rocky, and two other men fled after he fired the gun at ASAP Rocky. He was arrested at the Los Angeles International Airport on April 20th of this year, but was released on a $550,000 bond the same day. And that was the day that he was actually returning from Barbados with beautiful Rihanna before she had their baby. So ASAP Rocky filed a civil lawsuit last week against ASAP Rocky, which is why he had to appear in court, and alleging that he was injured physically and mentally due to the shooting. So he has to appear back in court later on this year in November to face the charges, and I'll keep y'all posted on if he's guilty, if there's any jail time associated with that.
You did that shit.
Well, yeah, basically, you always say you're not guilty, even though you're guilty, and just let everything play out in the court. But
I mean, they gotta prove it.
ASAP friend is suing him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
well, if it's a civil suit, then he doesn't have to prove guilt. I mean, he just have to prove it up to a certain percentage. And so all they have to do is do that, and he loses that lawsuit. I mean, there'll be appeals and shit, but
I mean, if your friend shoots you, what would you do, Sean? Would you stick to the street code and not snitch? Or?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna get my lick back. I'm gonna shoot him. Like I'm gonna shoot him right in his foot, or like where did he get hit?
Let me see.
They can't say that. They said in the direction.
Oh, he didn't get shot.
It says he was injured physically and mentally, but it doesn't say exactly where he was shot.
Oh, if he didn't get hit with a bullet.
He ran away from the bullets and he fell and he scraped his knee, and that's the physical.
Okay, that's real.
She
that's
got
real.
A whole story.
Like she's probably right. Because it didn't say he got shot. We know about it. He'd have made a rap song about it.
Yeah, it said he's just accused of drawing the gun and firing it twice in Relly's direction.
Oh yeah, he gonna get off. He gonna get off.
Yeah. Which I mean, like. I believe like if you're guilty, then you gotta like, do the time for the crime, but at the same time,
he won't be doing any time.
He's Rihanna's like, yeah.
So now he's not guilty because he Rihanna baby daddy. Leslie, what the hell?
I'm not gonna lie to you. There are people right now that would say that. There are people right now that would say that
ridiculous.
they really feel like because he's done this. Like really, there are people right now that were sad. There were niggas that were sad. I saw them real tears. They were over here. Oh my God, I can't believe he got her pregnant. Nigga, like it was gonna be you.
They were
like it was gonna be you.
They were. It was crazy. It's like she doesn't even know if you're existing.
Never in a million years going to be you.
Even if you were the last man on earth, it wouldn't have been you. Period.
Like I got the juice. I'm not even interested. It was never gonna be me. Like I don't even want to. Like no. Like even if she offered, I'd be like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
But she wouldn't have.
I'm okay. Even if she did, she could call me right now, Tristan. I want to give you the pussy. I'm be like, that's cool.
So you gonna turn down Rihanna?
Oh, for sure. For sure, Rihanna.
Nah, y'all get the fuck out of here. You lying?
No,
Taylor must be on the couch.
But see, the thing is that Rihanna's never been my jam like that. Rihanna's never been my jam
on the couch with her Fenty Beauty.
I'm gonna tell you right now. There are about 10 names who I'm not gonna turn down. But Rihanna is definitely not in my top.
One of them is in my top 30. That old lady from TikTok.
Oh, Lucinia Bridge. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm taking up on an offer. You serious? Lucinia Bridge.
But not Rihanna.
No, absolutely not. No.
Lying to my face.
We can get a drink together and be singing together in public, but I do not want to hit that. I'm okay.
Wait, who are your top two that you're not turning down?
Oh, her and Viola Davis.
I should have known that. Yeah, I could have guessed.
That's easy. Right. Rihanna is not even on my radar. She about top 30. About top 30. I know people be like, oh, what, really? Top 30, maybe.
Okay, who's number 3 then? I know number the first 3. So who number 3 be?
That's a tough one because I go back and forth these days. But we're gonna say Rosario just because she's,
Dawson.
Of course, that's the only one. Okay. What other Rosario you know?
You're right.
List. Okay, so moving on.
I have some say I have strange tastes.
So moving on to the next story, which I like to call pocket watching pastors. Now these pastors been in the news lately and they've been fooling.
Pocket watching pastor.
Pocket watching. I didn't even.
You may need to say that with an accent to make a character or something because this shit is getting out of hand. Pocket pastor, yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do the voices. So this story is ridiculous to say the least. But a pastor by the name of Carlton Bundaberg, he's a senior pastor at Church at the Well in Kansas City, Missouri. He actually went viral on TikTok recently. He could be seen saying on video to his congregation during service, and I quote, "This is how I know you're still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted." This is what he says to his congregation. "Because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money."
That clip was real?
That clip was real, Tristan. You saw it?
I thought it was just a spoof. I thought it was some shit niggas made up.
No.
That was real.
He's giving very much Mary from Salt Lake City.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what came to my mind. He also said, "I'm not worth your St. John knits. Y'all can't afford know-how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. I'm not worth your Gucci. And y'all know
I asked, real. It can't be real.
Listen, this is why he was so mad.
They didn't give enough money.
Wait, let me tell you, this is why he's mad. Y'all know I asked for a Movado watch last year.
Oh my God, he didn't just say that. He didn't even just say that. Like this is something. This is a spoof. This is something to attract. This nigga is not this crazy. He can't be this crazy.
Movado. He said, "Here it is, all the way in August, and I still ain't got it. They're at Sam's Club." And then he said, "Y'all ain't said nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters."
God damn.
What would y'all do?
I'm just leaving. I'm just gonna leave the service. I'm just leaving. I was like, "Well, that's the last time I'll be back here."
Who that?
Right, exactly.
Out of here.
It'd have been like James Harden. I'd have been.
Okay.
I probably would have been sitting there still trying to figure out what he was talking about.
I'd have been like the little white boy. The white boy when he that shocked face, like
because I saw a clip of this like not even the other day on TikTok, or was it one of the reels, and I was just like, "Oh, that's cute, whatever, I guess some new variety show." I didn't think anything of it. Wow, this was real. Like a grown man got up on stage, a man of the cloth got up there
about Movado. So, of course, he got negative backlash after it went viral. And a few days later, he hopped back on the internet and said, though there is context behind the content of the clip, no context will suffice to explain the hurt and anguish caused by my words. I've spoken to those I am accountable to and have received their correction and instruction. I have also privately apologized to our church, who has extended their love and support to me.
So he didn't get kicked out of church?
Nope. He said sorry and all's well that ends well, I guess.
Was he trying to like stimulate, like were they all was it a church of entrepreneurs?
No,
it was.
No,
he trying to motivate y'all.
Aren't you only supposed to give 10% anyway? What are you talking about?
Maybe they wasn't giving 10. He was like, look, y'all only
maybe
giving 1%.
Maybe you need to get a different job. Because you don't really have a quote unquote salary. You make what is given.
Child, if you can't afford Movado yourself, then
it depends though. I think of certain type of churches,
some
like
churches
the Methodist
have
church, yeah, like they send the pastors around from spot to spot, so you are salaried. Yeah.
Some pastors get paid salaries. Some get paid off of like, if they do conferences, if they travel to other churches, they get paid for that stuff too. Some of them.
Wait, I just typed in Movado Watch because I wanted to see how much it cost, and they said Movado Watch preacher. Why is that the first thing that comes up?
But you know what? But you know what? What he did might have been ingenious though, because low key, think about this. What if those brands paid him to drop those names? Because he only said certain brands. That would be slick as shit. Because he only said
Louis Vuitton and Gucci ain't paying him for that. So
yeah, but St. John's, Movado might have.
Y'all.
I don't know, man.
But nobody knew him before this, so I doubt that's the case. Now, if something happens after it, maybe, but nobody knew who this man was before. Church at the Well, ain't nobody going to church at the Well unless you local. Like, what?
I mean, but he knew this would go viral because it's too crazy to not. Like that, had to go viral. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
And that could have been his plan all along. Nowadays people go viral for like these crazy hot takes or saying something off the wall, and some people want to go viral by any means.
McDonald's, all kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me.
Yeah, people want to go viral by any means necessary.
All right, man. What else do we have on the docket? What else is popping?
All right. So this next one has actually like gone viral over the weekend. So it's definitely fresh off the press. I like to call this one Black Girl Therapy Gone Wrong. So I'm not sure if y'all have heard about it, but
do you speak to like TV executives about these titles? Like, I really feel like you're missing out on some money here. You're missing out on some money here.
I should. I just put on my producer hat. This might be a new job for me. I just put on my producer hat and it just comes to me. What can I say? I'm gifted. Twitter went haywire over the weekend after a TikTok video of Shabri Rawls, but she goes by Bree, so I'll be referred to as Bree, discussing Black men in therapy took the internet by storm. So in the initial video, she's saying, and a lot of people had, I guess, an issue with her delivery and her words, but she's very like passionate about what she's saying. And she says, y'all think women just be talking in y'all ear just to be talking. We don't. Y'all think women just want to argue with y'all because y'all refuse to expand your emotional vocabulary. We don't. It's to provide clarity for both of us and y'all dusty Negroes. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your woman? When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this world. This is a weird world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bruh. Go to therapy, talk about that stuff that's on your chest. Y'all are doing a disservice to yourself. So
people were upset.
They were like very, very, very upset about this. So she went on to say that 90% of her clientele are Black men who struggle to find the words to properly communicate their feelings. She passionately explained that Black men should use therapy as a tool to understand themselves, better themselves, promote healthy relationships with their significant others. And like I said, people had an issue with her delivery because she did have like some, curse words in there. She was very like, kind of like just putting it in your face, not sugarcoating how she felt. And people started like reporting her. So apparently there was a Black woman journalist who printed this article she didn't talk to Bree. She just, you know, saw what was going on, saw people's comments and everything. And she ended up like finding out Bree's whole government name, because Bree never put it out there. She just put out there she was a therapist. She found where she worked and she printed that in her article. And so that's what they call doxing, right? So put out her information to where people started reporting her, calling her employer. And so she posted this video like on Monday or so. And then by Friday, she was fired from her place of employment.
Damn.
Yeah. So she got back on there after she was fired, and she was very emotional. She was just saying like, y'all got mad at me for telling y'all to go to therapy and just talk about your stuff, work on yourself or whatever. But instead of like y'all doing the work, y'all attacked me. Y'all put my business out there to where I'm getting threats via text message now. I got fired from my place of employment where I've worked like the last, like, you know, few years or so. And then she was like, and the biggest thing is the patients that I've been working with for years now who suffer from, you know, mental illnesses. They suffer from like a lot of emotional abuse and just stuff that they have been working on. They now are without a therapist or without a Black woman therapist who they trusted or whatever. So a lot of people, it's kind of like,
lose her license or?
Not from what I read. So she could, you know, find another place of employment.
Well, I'm just saying she could see them independently.
Workforce. Yeah, that too. And like I said, going to business for herself. But I've talked to a few people about it, and it's kind of like split down the middle where like some people, you know, agree that, you know, what she said needed to be said and they don't see an issue with it. On the flip side, others are saying, no, she was wrong. Some brought up like her violated HIPAA, which
she ain't say nobody damn name. That is, they don't even know they don't know what HIPAA even is. People just be using words because they seen it one time. That's not what HIPAA is. Like,
that was another violation.
I mean, confidentiality is a big part of it, but I know she didn't violate HIPAA. I know she didn't. I'm certain. I didn't even hear the whole thing, and I know for a fact she didn't. I'm certain of it.
I think, why can't people have their own opinions without it? If it's not harmful to someone, I don't understand why they would care enough to try to get her fired. Like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very weird thing to do, to take the time out of your day to try to get this Black woman fired for her opinion that was not harmful to anyone. Because what she said, if you take away the language that she used, was real. I agree with it. Like, a lot of people don't have emotional vocabulary. They think all feelings are one feeling, and it's not. You're not feeling angry. You're feeling disappointed. You're feeling whatever that is. Man, if that was my therapist, I wouldn't have been upset. Shout out to Miss B. I ain't saying her name because I want her fired.
Right. I think that to your point, like one of the points that I saw was people were saying for you to have 90% of your clients be Black men, but you're like saying Black men need to go to therapy. They felt like maybe she was like biased in some fact, but I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense, because all she's doing because what she sees mostly is, you know, Black men, and she realizes that there's so many more Black men who will like benefit from the process of therapy. So I was like, I don't get that point either. And I was actually having a debate with like Cornelius stuff about this, because like he saw one side, I saw the other side, his sister kind of saw his. I'm just like, I don't think she was wrong. Maybe her delivery. But it's like you said, she didn't put personal information out there about any patients. All she said was go there. And I wholeheartedly agree, because me speaking from personal experiences, like the person I was dating earlier this year, like and I told myself when I was entering back into the dating world that I wasn't going to date a man who had not gone to therapy. I did not stick to that at the beginning of this year. And the person I was dating, it became very clear that he needed therapy. And that was one of the things that he told me. He's like, oh yeah, I plan to start. I know I need it, yada, yada, yada. But in the way that he treated me, it's like, oh no, this ain't gonna work. You definitely need to like focus on yourself first, go to therapy, because what you're doing is just crazy, right? Versus who I'm with now, like one of the first conversations we had was about our therapy journeys, like that we both went on, you know, and like how that helped us and this, that, and the third. And it's shown in the way that he like communicates and how he treats me and everything else, that's like, this man has benefited from working on his stuff, you know, before even meeting me, type of thing. So I'm definitely an advocate for everybody needs to go to therapy. But like we're focusing on the Black men aspect because of this conversation. So yeah, I don't think she was wrong, honestly.
And Taraji, is it Taraji P. Henson that has a whole like nonprofit that's focused on paying for Black men to get therapy? So clearly everyone thinks that Black men could benefit from therapy, which is a fact.
Yeah.
So
therapy's not for everybody.
Is it because she called them dusty niggas?
It's not.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it
I said, her
doesn't have to be a
delivery.
sitting on the couch therapy, but some form of.
I mean, emotional catharsis can come in many different ways. So I'm not going to say therapy is for everyone, whether it be group or individual, what have you. But I mean, a lot of people can benefit from it because a lot of people, you're right, they are emotionally shallow, and not necessarily shallow in terms of, you know, their capacity for emotion, but they're in way to communicate their emotion. You know, they don't necessarily know all the terms. They haven't really had someone to really talk to them and something like that. Because a lot of people may have, you know, a good family base. And so like in their mind, it isn't necessarily something that they've worked on some of these issues already. You know what I mean? But no, honestly, I don't think everybody needs it. I feel like a lot of people could benefit from it, but I didn't see any issue with her words. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even like, I'm not necessarily one to be like, hey, everybody should go to therapy. And I'm still like, that's just her opinion. If she feels like that's what people need, that's great. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. All right, moving on. You know, like, I don't think we need to get this lady fired. I think that's a bit excessive. I think at the end of the day, it's excessive is what it is. It's like, why is she fired? Because she was cursing at a therapist? I feel like you cursed when you saw the shit. You was like, the fuck is this bitch talking about? I can't even believe. And then they didn't fire you. Like, what are we saying?
Right.
Like, you know, I just,
mind you,
now people need to be offended for their opinions that aren't harmful at all. Like,
mind you,
but I mean, some people may have been triggered by it. That's the other part of it too, because some people heard that maybe they were triggered because they were like, "You're a therapist. Why are you talking in this triggering way?"
So
you
know
what I mean?
Can't like be regular ass people.
See, this sounds like a Republican conversation. I feel like we're getting into a very Republican conversation. But that's the point, and that's the point, and that's why they took issue and picked a bone, because they're like, you should be able to, because the thing is that was her, you know, trying to share her emotions. The thing is that if you talked about people not having, you know, the words to share them, then maybe she shouldn't have cursed, and maybe she shouldn't have been, you know, as razor sharp with it. Maybe she should have expressed it in a different way, you know, if that was the thing.
How that pastor not get fired? Did y'all call church up and get him fired?
Yeah, but the thing is that what kind of church is he from?
That doesn't make any sense. He directly was hurting people with his words, and he was talking to the people that he was talking to.
Correct.
So he didn't get fired.
But what I'm saying is he's not employed by somebody like that. That's what I'm saying. Clearly,
you don't know who he employed by.
Who does he have to answer to? That's what I'm saying. Because it's just who she answers to. Because her employer.
No, he can get kicked out of the congregation. What? God.
Yeah, but the thing is that the congregation has to vote on that.
They got to vote on that. Somebody can't fire you. And if y'all just said that certain churches get like salaries, then somebody can fire you.
Maybe, but the thing is that he may not be part of the Methodist Church. He may be a non-denominational, and those have way less rules and way less regulated.
Yeah, not like the Baptist Church to me.
Now I think it was non-denominational because Church on the Well, like usually those.
Yeah, those are that sounds like a non-denominational situation, and that sounds like it has a religion by tax code. So it sounds to me like he probably had a lot more levity and leverage than a lot of other people. But that's what I'm saying. You're right though. You're right. You're not wrong. Like I'm not disagreeing. It's just
my thing with this is like I first discovered her a couple weeks ago on TikToks because she had a couple TikToks encouraging women to like go out there and be hoes if they want to be hoes, do their thing. She was like, as a therapist, like if you need validation, go out there and do your thing. You will be fine. Enjoy yourself or whatever. Nobody was calling to get her fired for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when it like benefits the man for women to be out here being hoes, being
against black men, and all of a sudden it was
yeah. So I'm just like,
but I mean, there may have been ladies that were offended by that, and maybe there just weren't enough of them. There could have been.
Who was them dusty niggas she was talking about?
Could have been. But like I just was like, okay, that's cute. I appreciate you for sharing, and I moved on with the rest of my day.
Yeah, pretty much.
I may have even liked the video. I don't even remember now, but
I went and checked earlier, and now her account is banned. So they got her banned on TikTok as well. I'm like, y'all are doing the most.
They ban a lot of black creators, though.
People really feel like they got power on social media. Like these are losers that's just sitting in their house, like
keyboard warriors, like just.
But you know what? But you know what? It is power, though. It is actually.
And it shouldn't be. I don't think.
But you know what? But you know what? But it should, though, because the thing is that when it benefits us, it works out well. Like when all black people take to the web and we get some shit done, it works out well. It's just that in this situation, I feel like this was excessive. I just think it's excessive. Like, why are we getting her fired?
The power we need is in legislation with these laws. That's the real power that we need. Y'all focusing on the wrong thing.
Like, I mean, technically, if you were to use Twitter correctly, you get the right person elected.
True. That's a whole nother conversation though. Yeah. But that's all I have. So y'all know I'm gonna keep my ears to the street and report back next week.
Welcome back. And now time for the meat and the potatoes of the show. So today's show is titled, If You Don't Know, Now You Know. Yeah, that's right. Y'all can figure out where that melody came from. Anyway, but so then we thought it'd be fun so we did this blindly, y'all. Like like the old school icebreaker where like you have like 4 fun facts about your friends or whatever, some oddities people may not know. Well, we sent them to a third party, and now they're going to be read out, and it will be our job to figure out where those facts came from. Who is the owner of those facts? And today we have the lovely, the wonderful Latifah helping us out. Everybody give it up for Latifah. Thank you, Latifah, for helping us out today. We love you, girl. We can't hear that because you muted, but that's fine.
Sorry, I didn't want y'all to hear me drinking this water.
Big gulp having it. I got a question. Are we making this a competition? Like the first person to guess it and the person who is the first person to guess it the most?
We should definitely keep score. I'm on a high right now. We should definitely keep
because score. One person is going to have to throw a guess because it's going to be them.
Sure, like, great. Throw that guess.
Mine, I'm going to just have to say anything because.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Even though
that wouldn't really be fair.
It would be because everybody has a chance to score the same 8 points.
So just a person who's the closest to 8 points at the end wins overall. So
correct, exactly.
All
right, let's see. Y'all niggas love competitions. Right.
I mean, I wanted trivia before we got on here tonight. Let me put that out there. Gag Time, the musical, we won. That was our team name, Gag Time.
Gag Time?
They make a dirty version of every musical time. And so, they do a dirty version of a musical. So the musical is Ragtime. So they were like, we're going to call it Gag Time. And I felt like on the flyer, there would be like a red ball and like black straps attached, Gag Time. It's a kinky musical.
That's cute.
That's how they name their team. I didn't name the team. It's fine. Either way, let's get it started. We're going to have the lovely Latifah read off one of them, and we'll go from there.
All right. The first question is, I broke 2 teeth in middle school.
Oh, that was Leslie.
Fucking Leslie.
That was
nobody else.
Leslie.
Can be nobody else.
We know she got
nobody else. Exactly. But she don't have Blueface face on it, and that's what's important. Okay, that's what's important.
I would never. You
don't want to get your man's face on there?
No, I'm okay. I don't even want a tattoo. I would get matching tattoos. I wouldn't get like his face or name. But question. So who said that first? Tristan?
Shauna.
No, we said that together. That was together.
No, I said that before you.
I feel like there was a lag or something because I definitely said that. I said that quick.
And I was first.
No,
we might have to run the tape back. We might have to run the tape back on that one. But all right. I'll put a point for each for now, but I don't know. We might have to run that tape back.
That was me.
I'm putting a point for you. I'm gonna give you a point. I shouldn't give you a point too because you was talking shit, but that's cool. I'm gonna give you a point too. I'm keeping score too.
Or maybe we should do it just like not necessarily who says it first, but if you say the correct person, and just see who has.
Because we can both be correct. There's only so many options. You could be right. Yeah, it's a 50-50 game. That's real. Okay. But okay. What's next up, Latifah?
All right, so the next question is, I once sharted on myself in high school before a sporting event I was in.
Tristan.
Sean, that's Sean. That's Sean.
That was Sean. Was that you on the track?
That's for sure.
What?
Sean.
Why would you want to tell somebody?
That is Sean. I know it's Sean. I know it's Sean.
I would have taken that
because I'm gonna tell you right now, before every track meet, I made it my pride and joy to go take a shit before every race. It was very important. It was super important.
Oh my god! So I was. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was doing we had qualifiers for pin relays. So I was anxious as fuck. I wanted to be in pin relays. It was the biggest fucking
pin relays is a very big race, y'all. This is a big
Not
deal.
even just in Pennsylvania, it's huge.
Yeah.
So we had this big meet at my school and I knew I was fast, but I don't know. These these girls that were standing next to me, they were all tall as shit. This one girl just kept jumping up and down and shit. I'm like, damn,
she jump in the air and get stuck.
So now she's intimidating the fuck out of me. I'm sitting there, I'm only like got my hands on the ground and shit, getting ready. She jumping up and down.
What race was this? This is the 100, the 200? What were you running?
100.
Okay.
I didn't run that far with the shit. So they said, you mark, get set, burn. But you know the craziest part? I fucking won that race. And then I went to the bathroom.
The girls are probably smelling your shit. They was probably like, what the hell?
That's a hell of a tactic, though. Where's that medal? I want to see that medal. Is it covered Is there still fecal matter on the medal?
Didn't even fucking make it to pen relays, but I was on the team to go to pen relays. Didn't make it. I won that race, and it's so funny. So my friend Akeem was on the track team with me, and he like ran up to me to be like, "Yo, good job."
He smelled it.
Yeah. No, he didn't smell it. Honestly, God, it wasn't that much shit. It was like a little.
I didn't know how much shark came out in my mind.
I'm thinking the back of your uniform is brown.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's disgusting. No, I wouldn't even share that one. It was just
because you won. So why would you not share? You won.
Oh my god! So that was a tactic from then on. Like,
I'm a shark before every race. I'm a shark coming out the block.
Before every race.
You ain't living this down. You should have taken that to the grave.
Oh man, I will never forget this.
I don't really care.
Never. That was great.
All right, let's go.
At your wedding, I will be making a special speech.
That's why you're not speaking. You're not talking to my DJ.
You don't think I can't bring a microphone? You don't think I know how sound works?
You gonna let this happen?
I mean,
and I'm requesting Pretty Ricky DJ,
and we're gonna sing that shit, and we're gonna sing that shit too.
We saving money on 2 invites because now we ain't got invites.
Yes, sir.
Girl, what you be saving invites? I need that thing. Come on now.
Look, you don't invite me, I'm gonna show up in a purple suit with 3 bitches. Don't fuck with me. I'm gonna turn this wedding out.
I cannot.
Can you read the next one?
All right, so this next one is a little interesting. I am right-handed but left-footed.
That's Leslie.
That looked like Leslie. No, that's Tristan.
I'm about to say Tristan. Like,
that's
what?
Tristan. He looked like he walk a little.
Why would y'all think that was me? Like, y'all know Tristan say some weird stuff like that.
That's me. That's for sure me.
So what's left-footed? I don't even.
Basically, like
you bow-legged.
No,
you bow-legged.
I mean, no.
Walk with a limp.
No, what it is this. Like, this is my dominant hand. Generally, your dominant hand is your dominant foot. Like, your right hand inside your body. For whatever reason, I cannot do shit like that with my right foot. I have to jump off my left foot. I have to kick a ball with my left foot. Like, if I'm going to kick somebody in the face or kick somebody in the chest, it's going to be with my left foot. It just always is. I don't know why that is.
Kicking people in the chest?
I have kicked a few people in the chest. That's not what's important. We're focusing on the wrong shit.
What? Right. I feel like that's a story time. Like, what? Why are you kicking people?
I was in a fight. Look, that's not what's important. What is important is
I know I used my left foot in that fight.
That is my dominant foot. It just is. I don't know why that is. It just always has been. It's been strange. Because I ask people, I'm like, yeah, is your dominant foot? They're like, no, nigga, my dominant foot is where my dominant hand is. Yeah. Apparently that's strange. So now you know.
Thank you.
All right, next one.
All right, next one. I once skipped school to go to free pancake day and almost got caught by my mom.
Shauna
showed me on the
what?
That's Sean. That's Sean.
I couldn't even defend myself. That wasn't me.
That's for sure, Sean. That's for sure.
You look like you would do that.
That's for sure, Sean.
Yeah, as soon as I went in there for free pancake day, the news people was recording. I was like, oh shit.
Did she see you? Did you? Thank God.
That is hilarious.
And I already got in trouble for being on the news before. So I
what? Why you got the news so much?
How'd you get in trouble for being on the news?
One time, oh my gosh, I'll make this real short. But my school had a MRSA outbreak, right?
Oh
so,
no!
Yikes! Like, big thing. The news came. They were up the street from my school. So of course, when I got off the bus, me and my friends were all one up there to go be nosy. The people on the news was like, "Can we interview you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So they was like, "With the MRSA outbreak, are you scared?" I was like, "Yes." I was terrified to come to school today. And they were like, "So why did you come to school?" I said, "Because my mom made me."
Oh shit!
I cussed me out when I got home. My aunts and stuff called her and told her that I was on the news saying that she made me go to school. But she did make me
hilarious.
go to school.
How old were you? Like middle school, high school?
Grade. No,
this is 10th grade. That's
It's a
funny.
high school election.
I mean, okay, let me ask you another question before we move on. So, okay, I had a friend of mine who was in high school in Philadelphia, right? And apparently there was a black and Asian gang war. Like not even gang, like it was just black and Asian students were fighting each other. And apparently it was going on all over the city. Were you at all privy to any of that? Because this happened in
I
about
don't even know any Asian people from Philly. So
okay, fair
nah.
enough. All right, never mind. But apparently around that time,
I didn't hear anything.
there was a lot of tension between black and Asian folks in many schools for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't live in Philly. Look, I'm just telling you what they told me, and several people have confirmed this. And it was on in the news and news.
You just go around asking everybody from Philly. So were you in that Asian?
Yes,
black
because it was the
versus
wildest
Asian?
shit I had ever heard. I said, why? Why is this the case? Yes, I asked plenty. Whenever I meet niggas from Philly of a certain age, I ask them that question. It's one of the first questions I asked them. Yes.
So what did the Blasians do?
Shit
Like
about
whose
that damn
side?
car.
That was, and that's funny. You should say that because they had to choose sides, and it was a lot of it was a lot
Yeah.
of wild stuff. It was
That's
crazy.
crazy.
So
chose,
some blacks was with the Asians?
yes,
All
they was right. You
It
see
was
what I'm saying?
Blasian, so it's
This
like
shit
which
was
side did they go
fascinating.
with?
Leslie, shut
Are they in the middle? Like, it's like
So where would Tiger Woods go?
Oh, white.
Wait,
Wow.
he not
Go
white?
Hell,
either.
he
He was
said
going with
white.
the whites. Like,
Tiger
what?
Woods is half
He's
Asian.
Asian?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much
He's
so.
half white.
No.
But
Very
wait, what
Like
did
white
no,
women.
what did he say he was? He said he was
Caucasian.
Caucasian.
Nigga,
Girl,
that's
that
the
mean?
word. There's some
it
bullshit he
was
put.
Caucasian,
Basically,
black, and
because
Asian.
Caucasian, exactly. Cambodian, black, and Asian. No,
He did, or something like that. He
I thought it
didn't
was
want to say he was just
Cambodian,
black.
and Caucasian. I think it's Cambodian,
maybe
black,
that
and
was it.
Caucasian. Yeah,
All
Caucasian.
right.
Whatever
Okay.
because his mom was something. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
Next up.
Next statement.
All right. The next question is: I was hit in the mouth with a wooden baseball bat.
This
That
is
was
this is Leslie. This is Leslie.
Dang, how y'all
That's
be
Leslie.
knowing?
That's
I
Leslie.
feel like somebody would hit you in the mouth with a baseball bat.
Wow.
Like I don't know why they did this, but I
don't
knew it
know
was
why.
you. I don't know why they did this,
actually-
but I knew it was
Because
you.
Tristan would have kicked him in the chest with his left foot.
You fucking
So it
right.
had
You
to be.
absolutely right.
It was an accident. It was actually my sister when I was in like
Oh, of
I think it's
course
like
it was.
first grade. So we were playing in the front yard and I had this blue wooden bat or whatever because I was doing t-ball at the time. And we were playing with our neighbor across the street and she said that she told me to like move because I was behind her. She said move. I didn't hear her. Next thing I know, she goes like this and right in my mouth. And believe it or not, that's not when I broke my teeth.
I was just about to say that. Is that
No,
when
I
you
know
broke
that
your teeth?
wasn't
No.
when you broke the teeth.
Nah, I broke those in 6th grade skating, but all that happened was like my lip was really busted and it like swelled up and it was like this and I had like a scab on it and I had to go to school the next day like that. So everybody was like, what happened? What happened?
You should be like, my mama beat me and she beat me so bad. They were like, what you do? I set fire to the wall or something crazy.
I didn't want CPS to come. I like my household. So yeah, no.
No, I'll never forget. This is kind of unrelated, but there was this kid, like he was like my brother's age, right? And he said one time, you know how kids, boys do stupid shit. He said, I got some alcohol and I got some peroxide and stuff, and I rubbed it in this hole we had in the wall. I set it on fire. Right? So he said, right, wait. He set it on fire, right? And his grandmother caught him doing the shit. So she put it out, and then she said she was so mad she beat me with 2 belts. She was wow. I to this day, I cannot.
I mean, that was kind of deserved because you're trying to set the whole house on fire. At this point.
I don't even believe in beating kids, but I would have whipped his ass.
2 belts. He was not, and it was not like he was joking.
Yeah, my
He literally
foot, my
had,
hands, I
like,
was
switch.
like
Would have had everything.
You trying to burn us?
Yeah, he deserved that. He did.
Oh my god.
That.
Oh man, next up, please.
The next question is: I was once written up in the Wall Street Journal.
That's Sean.
Oh,
That's fucking Sean.
Tristan.
That's
That seemed like me, huh?
Oh, is that what your new job was? That Wall Street Journal when they had the article? Or no?
No, that was Forbes.
Come on, Forbes.
I'm gonna say that was Forbes.
Come on, flex. You better flex on them. Come
Flex on
on.
it. Flex on
First
it.
time.
Yeah.
But nah, okay. I think it was Leslie.
No, it was me. It
Oh,
was
so
me.
Tristan, I was
Tristan.
right.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
right. Oh, I thought that you were saying that was you, Sean. Because I said Tristan and so I had it right.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened?
Tristan, you was
Oh, you know it's crazy. It was for karaoke, actually. Yeah, it was for karaoke. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah.
Oh,
We did it.
karaoke
Of
take you places.
course.
It really does
Okay.
though. No, because what happens is so
Clearly.
it was one of the human interest stories, but we actually got like prime coverage. We had like a little thing on the front page, and then like you had to flip to like page 8 and saw us. It was crazy. What was really funny at the time was people didn't know I was 25. So like all the people in DK were like 25. This he like Tristan, like the guy that we just saw saying he's only 25. I was like, yeah, y'all, you know, black people, we age differently.
Okay.
It's just different, y'all.
Hello.
It's different. No, but it was cool though, because the guy came by. It was one of the nights in Virginia, because we had, like, ours was really, really raucous. We we were like really took it to like the max. So it was cool. It was a nice little article. I still have the paper around here somewhere. I got it somewhere.
Speaking of age, can I tell y'all last week I forgot I was 32.
What does that mean? You try to dunk or something? Like what you
No, I was watching a TikTok and the girl said something like, yeah, I'm 32. And I was like, dang, 32. I was like, wait a minute. I'm 32. Like it slipped my mind.
Do you know what these
That
kids?
we
These
were the
kids are
same
fucking
age.
disrespectful now. I heard a kid say, "If you were born in 1900," I was like,
In the
"Nigga,
1900s.
I will fuck you up." Did you?
They
What did
said
they
the
say?
1900s.
If you were born in the 1900s, you respectfully need to understand. I was like, "Okay, look here. You better check your tone. I'm about to fuck you up." You just
Or
said
like-
something wild.
Or
Like,
does it trip you out when someone says like, oh yeah, 30 years ago, and you think of the 70s when the whole time though it's like the 2000? Like when they say 30 years ago, I still think of 70s. Like I'm still like as if
I do think 70s, but I know that was 50 years
Yeah.
ago. But
right. It
30
doesn't
years ago now
register.
is the
2000.
90s. That's the 90s.
Oh, the 90s. I
Yeah.
can't do math, but y'all know what I'm
Damn,
saying.
Leslie.
I'm about to say, girl, we're not in our
What?
40s. We're not in our 40s. Yet. No.
I be feeling like it the way my knees are set up. Anyway,
see.
next
Let's
question.
read the next one.
All right, next question.
Feel like they crazy.
No, it's entertaining. All right, so next question is: I have great nieces and nephews.
That's Leslie.
Shauna.
Is it Shauna?
No.
That's Leslie. That's got to be Leslie.
Great nieces and nephews.
Yep, I have great.
So if it's not Shauna,
Oh,
then Tristan.
great.
Okay. Oh no, then that's Leslie. Leslie got older siblings too. Leslie got older siblings.
It
I
could
don't
be
think Tristan got
Sean.
older siblings.
It could be Sean. No, fuck. I'm gonna change my answer to Sean. It's Sean now.
Y'all know I'm the oldest child, right? It's
It was
definitely
me.
not me.
It is
was
Leslie.
me.
Oh, so I was right. All right.
No, you just said Sean.
Because you said
Hell,
Sean, your
you
last
wrong.
answer. Your last
You said
answer
I'm gonna
was
change
Sean.
it to Sean.
Your last
But I
answer
changed
was
it back to
Sean.
Leslie. The fuck?
Nah,
I could do
because I
that.
already said
No,
yes.
that's not how that
No.
works.
Who said it wasn't? Y'all didn't say it wasn't.
We did. Shauna got it.
Yeah, it was Leslie.
I called that shit. But
I
that's
guess
real.
it was me. I'm the oldest child.
I just figured that there was some, you were gonna tell me some interesting statistic about some interesting fact about how somebody
Mama
had a
not even
kid
old
or
enough to be a great
something or
grandma.
whatever. Something. It was just gonna be something I was gonna be shocked about. But never mind. It was Leslie.
No, y'all know I'm the baby of 8, and like I have 6 other siblings that are like my mom's age. So yeah, I have great nieces and nephews and all kinds of in betweens. Great dynamic.
You should start the Migos. That's how the Migos.
Oh yeah, nephew, whatever they call themselves.
What up, Neff? What up, Few? What up, boy? What up, boy?
All right, let's see the next one.
All right, the next one is: I am ambidextrous.
That's Tristan with his left and right.
Nah, I wish I had the dexterity.
Oh, that's Sean.
That's Sean.
Are you really?
Sean.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Tiva, can you confirm this shit?
I can absolutely confirm it.
Oh wow, that's cool.
But is it confirmed? Like you can confirm it, but are you going to?
Oh,
It's very much confirmed.
It's very much confirmed.
I can write with my left and my right.
I'm gonna need a handwriting sample.
But wait, yeah.
Exactly.
The handwriting, does it look like great both ways, or is like one like a little
No,
like...
one looks like a nigga was writing it, and one looks like I wrote it. You know?
Which like your left.
I want to see you make a layup.
legible.
Let me see you make a layup with your left hand. That's what I want to see.
We're not talking about
make
sports.
a layup with my other
Well,
hand.
right. We're not doing sports.
Okay.
Yeah,
enough,
now you
whatever.
don't. I can throw a football with my left and my right.
I'm about to say I can make a layup with my left hand. I can shoot a ball with my left hand.
Because you played like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
play. If you're a real player, then you should be able to do both. But she didn't play like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I don't even play sports.
Which one's the
You
best?
ran
one?
track and sharded and won a race. What are we talking about? What are
Full
we even
circle.
talking about?
Full circle.
Okay.
So wait, your left hand, is that the better one?
Like, what hand are you gonna slap a bitch with? What hand?
Both.
I would actually smack somebody with my right.
Okay. Like if you're gonna
But
backhand
my
somebody,
primary
like
hand is my
your
left.
hoes owe you money. They've been on that stroll and they came to you with $100 bill. It's that right hand?
Oh hell no!
Right hand. Okay. Just check it.
Yeah, silly.
All right, next one.
All right. The next one is Shaka Khan is from my city of Perth.
Where's
Leslie?
Shaka
This
Khan
must
from?
be Tristan.
That's Leslie.
I was gonna say
That's
Tristan.
Is Shaka
Tristan.
Khan from the
Shaka Khan
South?
ain't from Texas.
She's from the South though, isn't she?
Nah, she Miss Tristan.
Yeah, it's me.
Tristan.
You're right. It is.
He really trying to throw folks off. Like that got me there.
Yeah, I knew it was Tristan. I'm like, Shaka Khan ain't from no damn
She's from the
Texas.
city of Chicago. Absolutely. She's from the South Side, straight up. South Side.
Okay. Shout out to her. Shout out to the South Side. Shaka Khan.
We got a lot left. I think I only got one more
There's
left.
only a few left, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Should be like one of these. Howard was the only college I applied to.
Shauna?
Yeah.
Sean.
Nah, I
say
think it was
Sean.
Leslie.
I don't know. I'm torn. I think it's Shauna.
I think Shauna.
I think it's Shauna.
Well, I applied to 2 schools, Howard and University of Pittsburgh.
Howard.
So it wasn't me.
It was me. Howard's the only one.
That was the only school you applied to, Les? Really?
I did.
That's the only school I ever wanted to go to. And I was determined to go.
Wow.
And I got accepted the Saturday before Christmas. And my mom was like, that's
Oh, you did
great.
early enrollment?
Mhm.
Damn, you really wanted to go.
Howard
I didn't
is
find out
the
I got
school-
in till after accepting students.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't find out till much
Late.
later.
Howard is the only school I've wanted to go to since 6th grade. And then I did early application and my sister and I came up to visit. We visited like the spring before and it was like the first Friday of the spring. So everybody was on the yard and it was so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, I meant to be here. And I got accepted, like I said, right before Christmas. And my mom was like, that's great. We're so excited for you, but you still need to finish like these Texas schools like UT, Texas A&M, U of H, because I was in top 10% and I would have got like more scholarship money. But I was like, I don't care what they give me. I want to go. We'll figure it out. And so like to this day, I don't know if she knew that I never finished those applications, but I was just so bound determined to go to Howard that
Damn.
I went. Yeah.
I definitely applied to some other schools and got into them, even though the one school I was so pissed about. No, because I was not trying to go to Howard. I wasn't trying to go to Howard at all.
What?
It was my
Why?
father. Because see, my father got the thing in the mail. I forgot I even applied to the shit. My father got the thing in the mail. He said, well, what is this? I said, I don't fucking know. I haven't seen it. I haven't opened it. He said, Howard, you're going to be a Howard man. I said, am I? That's not really what I was checking for. But it ended up working out. Is that all the questions?
I think there's
one more.
Okay.
Per person. All right, next. I once met Rick Ross.
Oh, that's Leslie. That's for sure Leslie.
Nah, that's Tristan.
That's absolutely Leslie.
That's Tristan, because
That's
he's a little too
definitely
adamant. It's Tristan.
Yeah, okay, that's me.
This outfit you got on looked like you was hyped to meet.
I low-key was hyped to
Even
meet
that
Ricky,
damn outfit
man.
on you got on right now.
This
Wait,
is back.
it was
Rick Ross like, what
It
you was
was-
at Wingstop?
it was
Mm,
homecoming, right?
No. This is before Homecoming. This is back when Deeper and Rap was out. He was at Up Against the Wall. And I got a picture with him. Yeah, Ricky's a cool guy. I like him. He is. I thought
You met him one time. Now he Ricky.
he was a cool dude. He said, yo, I'm Rick. I was like, what's good? I'm Tristan. And then we shook hands. We took a picture. It was cool.
I once sounded like Rick Ross. Can I tell you a quick story?
All right, let me hear you. Go ahead.
So one time I was in Algebra 2 class at Howard, and I was dozing off, and I ended up like falling asleep. And next thing I know, I woke myself up, sound like Rick Ross. I was like, ugh. And then my best friend Cassandra sitting next to me. She said, "Girl," and just started laughing, and the people in front of us turned around like they didn't know what was going on.
Did everybody start
"Oh my
rapping?
God."
Did they say
No, they just looked at me like I was crazy.
Hustle.
It was so embarrassing.
I'm
So
fucking weak.
All right, we don't got that many left.
You know, when I saw Rick Ross at Rock the Bells, he literally had the whole crowd. He said, everybody said, oh.
I bet it sounds about right.
All right, last one.
Okay.
I used to sing in my church choir.
That's
Shauna.
Leslie. That's Leslie.
I did,
That's
but I
Leslie.
didn't submit that. This is Shauna because I remember we had a conversation.
Oh, we think it's Shauna? Okay.
It's Shauna.
Okay.
I did, but I didn't submit that, so it's definitely Shauna.
Shauna, you used to sing in your church choir?
I used to be in the church choir for real. But my
At the
grandma
same
was the
time.
pastor, so I'm sure that's why.
Mm-hmm,
I wasn't gonna add that part in the thing though.
You would have really known.
I'm glad that you told us, but that's dope, man. I did not know that you used to be in the choir. That's pretty cool.
I'll tear up some gospel music. I got y'all.
I want to hear "To the King" right now.
Take me to the King.
I want to hear that high E. That high E.
Yeah. No, I ain't got it. I ain't got it right now.
That's not how you get there. That is not how
I got
you
a
get
frog
there.
in my throat.
They didn't let me sing that part in the choir.
Take me to
Okay, let's try it again. Long as I got King Jesus, go.
Long as I got King Jesus.
Long, don't need nobody else. I've been lied on, talked about. I've been lied on.
It's time to announce the winner.
Was that it? That was it?
Yeah, that was
okay,
it.
That was fun.
Now, thank you, Tifa. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you, Tifa. And we want you on the back on the show anytime. We appreciate you, girl.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Now, Tristan, I feel like we both kept. I feel like we both kept score, Tristan, right? Or because I definitely
you can't count his because he was lying. Remember earlier he said Leslie, but he really said me.
I didn't count that point. I did not count that point. I have
okay. So
I got
Tristan,
6.
say what you have. I have you for 5.
I have 6. What do you mean? Wait a minute. Hold up now. I got 6.
Okay, that's fine. You got 6. How many does
I know I missed 2. I for sure missed 2.
How many do I have for you?
Oh,
because I put 6. I had 6.
Honestly, I stopped keeping score for y'all because I got distracted, and so I had to stop. I made sure I got mine.
Okay. Well, that's fine because I have Shauna having 7, so she's the winner in my book.
Fine. This your first time winning a game?
I think shut up. Doesn't matter.
we'll let her have nice things.
It's the first, but it will not be the last.
Oh, I know that's right.
Oh wow, wow.
Good job, Sean. Good job.
Oh, okay. I'm here for it. Well, does that conclude the game this week?
I think it does.
Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, y'all. We're back with the fun portion of the show. We're back at the time where it's time to go stretch those legs. It's time to go shake those arms. It's time to step outside. It's time for reset. Sean the Don, take it away.
She got me up with those.
That was so anticlimactic the way she did that shit. It was like a sad Jamaican horn. It was.
I was trying to hit the note at the end. Y'all didn't think that sounded good?
It wasn't
like
wow, that's
choir.
It wasn't like it was bad.
Or the church choir sounded
I'm
great.
not gonna say
Let's
it
talk
was
about
bad.
some good music then. Have you guys listened to Megan Thee Stallion's album?
Yes.
Yes. Traumazine. I'm here for it.
I did not listen to it. I can't lie to y'all.
It wasn't bad.
I didn't really like Megan's last project, so I didn't really rush to listen to this one.
That's fair.
But I'm sure she got the songs for the club girls that I'm gonna listen to.
She's got those. Oh yeah, you got a couple of those.
She got a couple of those.
It's a good mix of, like you said, the club songs. You have the ones where she's like kind of talking about what she's been through the last couple of years, really pouring her heart out there.
Is there one song that you're like, oh, this is my jam? Like I can't say I found one song on the album that I was like, oh, this is my I'm gonna run this back.
So Miss Nasty is probably like this is my jam. Nasty.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I heard that
one.
Okay, Leslie, I saw you do a vibe.
She said it's Miss Humphrey if you're nasty. All right. Now.
Okay.
Humphrey is nasty.
She said
probably that and Flip Flop will probably be my top 2.
Did I listen to Flip Flop? That don't sound familiar at all.
Yeah, she did the chorus herself on that one. And then the Southside Royalty Freestyle, just because it's Houston all day. So I really like that one as well. And Consistency with Janae. That was a cute little hook.
I like that one. That was
a cute hook. Yeah, very Janae. Yeah.
But it wasn't, but again, it wasn't like I gotta run it back. I heard it once. That was cool. I didn't run the whole project back again. I just listened to those specific songs that I liked over and over. So that's fair.
That's not the same.
Oh no, I like that one with Lucky Day. I like that one with Lucky Day. That one was decent.
That was it was okay.
That was decent.
The one with Lucky Day.
That's the one. Star.
Star.
It's decent. It's
It was
okay.
okay.
It's okay.
Mm.
And low key, okay, and low key, I'm not gonna lie to you. That one was scary with Rico Nasty. That one's all right too. That one's all right.
Yeah.
But like I said, again, maybe I need to hit you. I need to give it one more chance. I'll give it one more listen.
Yeah. The thing with her is like she's trying to get out this deal with 1501, so she's just been putting out projects to meet the
doing
requirements.
the Jeezy thing.
Oh, see, that makes sense. That's why the last one wasn't good.
And so apparently this is supposed to be the last one that she needed in order to get out that contract. But of course, Carl is trying to fight that, saying like, oh no, because I think the one before last he said it was not an actual album, it was a mixtape. So they're still going back and forth about it.
Oh, well, that's real.
Know.
No, you gotta satisfy the deal requirements. But Chris Brown did the same thing, but that's why he put out like 50 songs on albums, because like he had like a song requirement. Like, he did that shit. And it was very impressive. Sense. That's why he was able to get his masters after 10 years.
That's insane.
Well, Chris keeps a lot of music in his vault. Like that nigga could, like, if he were to like,
how does he keep a lot of music in his vault? Every album got 40 songs.
Because he's just always in the studio recording.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he got a, so like the people love the hip hop, but he actually brings out music.
Like I'm certain, I'm certain that his needs are this: like it's food, water, drugs, and music. That's all that he's that's all he's on. I'm certain that's all he's doing. It has to be. Well, and maybe dancing in there.
Since we're talking about Chris, a quick question, because I've been having this debate with Cornelius. Do you feel like he has a classic album, like a Confessions?
Yes,
or something,
I do.
or which one would that be? Which
one?
It's
3 of them. It's 3 of them.
Okay.
Right.
What you saying? What you saying?
Okay. Right. Because I had this argument with somebody the other day, because they really were
you came ready. Okay.
Yeah, he got this in the he
came ready to argue.
Right. So the first classic one is that first one. First off, let's talk about Chris.
I agree.
Okay.
His debut album was that album.
Because he was the first male performer since Michael Jackson to have a #1 single with the first single you released with Run It. Yeah, it was a rewrite, but still that's not inconsequential. And then you had 5 videos that were all dope, and a 6 with Poppin'. You know what I'm saying?
Poppin' should have been a video.
You know what I'm saying? So then you had Gimme That, you had Yo, you had Say Goodbye, and then you had I'm missing
Broke My Little Heart.
There's one other one.
Yo, did you say Yo?
I did say Yo. But then you got Winner, and you also got that was real good. And oh my God, why can't I? Ain't No Way.
Ain't No Way. Young Love.
Yeah, the whole thing was fire. And then you had decent remixes, like you made the hood happy. Like that was a classic album. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
All right, so you got one. We need the other 2.
The next one, I go back and forth about this, but it's definitely Fame. Fame was a classic album. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, because you got Look at Me Now.
Yeah, Deuces, No BS.
Right. So you took that.
Don't like any of those songs.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, but Deuces made, and then Beautiful People. Like now you went into the EDM lane. You know what I'm saying? That
got
the
bed with Luda.
Yeah. And then you had the extended version with it, Up to You. Yeah, that song with Justin Bieber, right when they were both at their height.
Shoulda Kissed You. Yeah, this is a good one.
That's a classic album.
Beg for it. Yeah, this is
right.
A good one.
You see what I'm saying? Like I need all them 18 tracks. That was great.
I feel like I'm in a Chris Brown stan meeting.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, we will stand up for Mr. Brown.
Clearly.
All right. I be here for Chris. Okay, talk about it. And then the last one I'm gonna say is classic.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, Heartbreak on a Full Moon. I go back and forth between that and Exclusive. But I gotta give the edge to Heartbreak on a Full Moon. I gotta give the edge to Heartbreak on a Full Moon. That was, oh my God, every song of them 57 songs was fire. I can never say that. Even Frank Ocean put out them 60 songs. There'd be some duds in there. Like 30 of those are duds. But 57 bangers. 50s with the Christmas edition.
How do you even listen to 57 songs?
I enjoyed every last one of them, because the first one was 45. Oh my God, it was a joy going through that 45 songs. It took me up. You're
gonna be 45 by the time we go through.
By the time this shit is over, you're gonna be 45.
Heartbreak on a full moon, because oh my God, it was magical, illustrious. Shout out to Mr. Brown, man. I appreciate you, brother. You've been the soundtrack, brother. I really appreciate you.
Okay.
On the same realm of R&B, Tank came out with an album called R&B Money. You guys feeling that too?
I didn't listen. I ain't listen to it. I listen to the
I
podcast. I like their
enjoy
podcast.
Tank.
Their podcast is
I like
good
it
though.
too. I like it too. I enjoy Tank. This is supposedly his last album. Now
Last album. Wait a minute. Is he just gonna release singles after this? Like,
So
will
no, so what he said, I listened to his Breakfast Club interview, and this is not the first time he said this, but basically what he's saying is he wants to be more on the executive side, the producer side, the A&R side. He wants to be like more behind the scenes, helping to develop the next generations of R&B artists and making sure they really like know what they're doing. They sound good. They have all the tools that they need to be successful. He also wants to get even deeper into his acting bag because he's done some acting, but he really wants to like
he needs some work.
Get into
he definitely
it.
needs some work.
You're right. Now it's going to free up his time to where
I guess so.
Be an acting coach. But also, he has a condition. He has a condition that he was diagnosed with earlier to where he's losing his hearing. So he said it was always his decision that he wanted to like retire from the music side and be on the behind the scenes side, but with him losing his hearing, it just sped up that decision and sped up that process. So he's saying that he'll probably make music here and there, but as far as like really putting his all into a project, he said this is probably gonna be the last one.
Can I ask you?
He's losing his hearing, but he wants to help develop new artists in their artistry.
Listen,
How you gonna hear them?
I didn't interview.
I mean, Beethoven wrote a whole symphony with just using the vibrations.
And you know they have earpieces and devices that you can
on Beethoven level.
With some of his composing and his understanding of melody, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tank is that guy.
Yes. But Tank like musical career goes back to like the late 80s, like to all the way now when he was singing backup and whatnot. Like he was Genuine's backup singer. He wrote for Aaliyah. So I'm saying like he's done so many different things, and like he's almost
your favorite.
He really is. Yeah, he really is your musician's favorite musician. It's crazy. But let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all find that noise pollution is a problem with your ears now? Like the other day I was coming back from whatever I was coming back from, and I was taking the train, right? And the train was so loud, and I also had headphones in my ear. I had to take them all out and kind of plug my ears because like it was just too loud.
Yeah.
Like, do y'all experience that now? Because like this is like the first time in my life I'm experiencing
it. So no.
Don't do that.
If we ride on the train, I'm pushing you from the car. If we ride on the train, I'm pushing you from the car.
See how agile your young self is.
Right. We can't make a left hand layup. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
Miss, I'm 2 years behind y'all, so I'm catching up.
That's cool.
Maybe in 2 years I'll start to have that feeling. I don't know.
Latifah, you can slap shit out of her right now. Just slap shit out of her right now.
Right on the ear.
Pop.
Oh man.
Showtime.
Yeah, but that's happened to me before where it's just too much going on or whatever, and it just hurts your ears and gives you like a headache. I'm like, no.
It was the first time, I had a headache. Yeah, because it was the first time I had experienced that. I've been listening around loud stuff for years, not thinking about it. Yeah, protect your ears, kids. Protect your ears.
Yeah.
Tink, not Tank. Tink also released.
I didn't even put that together.
I saw it too, and I was like, "How are we gonna handle this?" Tink and Tank.
I didn't even think about it. Tink
Tank. Don't that sound like a Jamaican think tank? The Tink Tank.
All I thought about is little Tink like Cat Williams. He's that poor little Tink Tank.
No, I'm thinking like if Jamaicans make a think tank, that's what it's gonna be called. It's like
a Tink Tank.
Just the Tink Tank. Come to these things.
Shout out to Jamaica. We love y'all. Y'all know I love me some Tink. Every project I'm here for. She's so underrated.
Every project. You said that with like such confidence. You're like,
every project. Tink is a great writer. Her voice sounds amazing. You can relate to the stories. Like she pouring her heart into these lyrics. And you'd be like, dang girl, I feel
you like it. I love it.
You in fact hate it. But yeah,
I don't hate Tink. Tink has some songs I like. I do fuck with
She
Tink.
does.
Nah, she does have some songs I like, but I didn't listen to this new project.
Yeah,
I think you like it whenever you check it out.
I heard a single off of it. It came up on my
Cater with 2 Chainz.
Yes, that is the single. You're correct. How'd you know?
She sampled Cater to You.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's a queen of sampling, and she does it so well.
Don't like that everybody is sampling songs that were out when we were young.
Well,
I mean, we're at
our parents were feeling
that age.
Like, how do you think our parents felt when they heard Getting Jiggy with it?
I don't know. I never tried to be a parent right now. You know, I don't know. But what I know is
we're at that age, Shawty. You know, they're gonna pull from the 90s music soon. It's gonna be 2000. Well, they've already been.
Well, they already done. I mean, what
Outkast? They already do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So
I mean, Mike Jones sampled his own song. That was wild. It was fucking wild.
I mean,
Back
what, he
then,
doubled
did
the
it for
money?
me. Now I'm hot. Hoes all on me.
That's smart. I don't know. He might have been a genius for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But our last, the last project I want to talk about for music today is Xavier Omar. Now I know that you've listened, Tristan.
I'm a
Tell
stan.
us
I'm
what
not
you
gonna lie to
thinking
you.
about
I love
Blur.
Xavier Omar.
He's good.
It's dope, man. His voice is great. This project is in his bag. I mean, he doesn't move straight too far from his pocket. But no, it's definitely Afrobeatish, neo soul type music. Great little EP of 6 songs. There's a funny little interlude from Kyle Dion. It's Kyle Dion's voice note. You should check that out. That's pretty hilarious. But the winners on there are the song Tarantino and Feelings for You. Those are 2 definite winners. But the whole, all 6 songs are good. Just put it on while you're cruising. You'll definitely like it. But I promise you, Feelings for You will catch you up. You'll get caught up in it. But no, definitely great project. It was a surprise. I didn't even realize I didn't realize he'd put it out, but it was great project.
I'm here for EPs. I feel like short and sweet is like the way to go with the way like people's attention spans and stuff are right now. Like I just give us enough to like leave us wanting more, but enough to like kind of satisfy us a little bit.
Like,
but not really.
But like, if the artist is good enough to give me 45 songs, thank you. I'm gonna listen to those 45 songs. And
it
then
always comes back to
12
Chris.
more for Christmas. 57 songs. Oh, that's great. A prime number. Even
I ain't got it.
He was thinking about us with that, and they were all
Was
good.
he?
All of them were good.
No, his song, like Chris has a formula to where that's how you can crank the songs out. It's some kind of form where it's like the same kind of sound,
if
the
it
same
ain't broke,
kind of like
don't
just,
fix it.
I feel that. I feel that.
And isn't Privacy on that album too?
So many.
I need your body.
Yeah, Full Moon, Heartbreak on Full Moon.
I do like that song.
That's when that song came out, I was like, I'm gonna get on the dance floor again. Heard that one.
Yeah.
Y'all know Netflix has been pouring out these good ass movies lately. Their most recent one, well, maybe not the most recent, but the most recent one I watched was Day Shift. That shit was really good. First of all, like the whole cast, the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, oh, I know who this person is. Oh, okay.
Did it give you Dusk Before Dawn, Dawn Before Dusk, Dusk Before Dawn vibe?
Because I ain't watch it.
Oh, that was the vibes I was getting. It was kind of like Evil Dead.
It sounds scary though, so probably not.
It's a funny vampire movie, kind of like this one. So
I said when we first cut it on that vampire movies are usually like really good or really bad. There's like no in between. It's either cheesy or it's like great.
I'll give you that.
But the cheesy ones sometimes be okay. Like,
like Evil Dead. Evil Dead is fucking funny.
You know what I mean?
It's cheesy enough.
Oh well, fair enough.
So the opening scene, I was like, yo, this is about to be corny. But then as it kept going, I was like, okay, no, I actually like this. This is actually good.
As soon as it got popping with the action, like
that opening scene,
I did.
Nah, that opening scene, I literally was like, oh, we're about to turn this off. Like,
right.
This is
they had about 60 more seconds before I cut the shit off.
No, it was over. It was like
we cut it off. I started it with my mom the weekend it came out, and that opening scene happened. And she's like, I don't want to watch this because she don't like gruesome, gory stuff. She's like, I don't want to watch this.
And then I watched it so long.
Yeah, it did. And I watched it this weekend with Cordes. And like after we like got through, it was like, oh, that was really good, especially with like Dave Franco. He was funny in there. Just the whole cast. Shout out to Megan Good and the little girl.
Snoop Dogg.
And then girl, this little gangster cowboy. I was here for it.
No,
Snoop.
that might have been the coolest shit in the whole thing. That really might have been the coolest thing.
That was cute. That was real. Like that was dope. That was
whoever his manager was hilarious. He was like, "Oh, that's another infraction. That's another infraction."
Yeah.
This might be. I don't know if this is controversial, but y'all think Megan Good is a good actor?
No, she's not. We've had this conversation.
We already talked about this.
Like she's fine. So
I'm about to give y'all a piece of my mind about Megan Good. Megan, I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. Okay, let me tell you.
I'm sorry, Megan.
No. She know what she put out. She knows the performances that she turns in. We saw the shit. We saw it be wildly average. Okay, look, I'm
she's not Paula Patton bad.
Honestly, Paula Patton is more convincing.
You better not say Paula Patton better than Megan Good.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
What about Gabrielle?
Well, Gabrielle's better than both of them.
Like what?
Lala
Lala is right above Paula Patton, and it's only because she looked good, but actually
and then
that
it's
fake
Megan
ass,
good.
Well,
might be
okay, but this is my
because
thing
that
though.
fake ass look nasty.
All of those people you said have never been in a movie with Denzel. Paula Patton has and stood up to Denzel in the scene. Now she had to show two titties to do it, but I'm just saying she stood up to Denzel in a scene.
Paula's
Nobody else has been in a movie with Denzel.
Her movies are cute.
And hasn't Paula Patton been in 2 movies with Denzel?
I don't know.
Was she Deja Vu too?
The only movie that I think is okay is Jumping the Broom.
The other one, Baggage Claim, was cute.
That Baggage Claim was alright, but Two Guns. Two Guns is her best movie. It's Two Guns.
I didn't see that one.
That's the one with Denzel, Mark Wahlberg. It's good.
We didn't see that one.
What movie?
Two Guns.
Two Guns.
Oh, nice.
Y'all just don't watch Denzel's movies clearly because y'all didn't see.
He got 100. How could we have seen them all? We haven't.
You don't have 100 movies. I've seen like 60 films.
60. You
ain't far from 100.
Like you went from 100 to 30.
That's close to look.
60 is close to 100 than 0. So
if somebody say I'm gonna give you $100 and they give you 60, you're gonna be upset about that $40.
Yes, because it's more than $0.
If you rounding up 60,
I'll take it. Okay.
We
seen the Denzel ones that count. John Q.
That's the one that counts. Those are the movies.
Mo Better Blue.
Not gonna bury me.
What was it? Lady in the Blue Dress or whatever. We seen the ones that count.
Other way around.
What was the other one?
You literally said the line the other way around. He wasn't gonna bury his son.
I am not going to bury my son.
There
my
you go.
son is going to bury me.
You said it the other way around. She said,
I did not. I thought I said it right the first time.
No, you said my son is going to bury, you said, I'm going to bury my son. I was like, no, you're not going to bury his son. No.
He was in 61 movies.
Training Day.
IMDb.
I don't, you know what's crazy? I was guessing. I thought it was like 50.
Preacher's Wife. We see the ones that count.
Oh my God. Did y'all even see The Equalizer?
Yeah.
No, but I watched Queen Latifah show.
Damn. Y'all didn't watch The Equalizer?
And I also did like Queen Latifah show too.
Did you watch Man on Fire?
With Dakota Fanning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was
he was a bad motherfucker in that, man. That was great.
Name another one, see if I seen it.
Ricochet.
No.
Ricochet good as shit, man. I like Ricochet.
We watched Flight.
Flight is good. Flight's good.
Yeah.
Flight's good.
Yeah.
Unstoppable. Y'all seen Unstoppable, right?
That's with the train.
Yeah. Okay, so Sean is a Denzel fan. Clearly, you don't fuck with Uncle Denzel.
Name one more, see if I seen it. Name one more. Uncle Zell, I like that.
I'm just saying, Uncle Zell, he never gonna come on the show if you ain't seen his shit.
He probably ain't seen all fucking 61. Damn.
Okay. He ain't seen our 33 episodes, so it's all right.
He hasn't, but Uncle Zell been busy. Look, and I'm gonna give him Fences. We see Fences?
Yeah,
no, my mama saw it. I never watched it.
Fucking see
I know.
Fences?
Antoine Fisher. Y'all, you seen Antoine Fisher?
Oh,
right?
yeah. I love Antoine Fisher.
Okay.
You ain't seen Fences though, Leslie.
How about Magnificent Seven? That was great.
No.
Damn, y'all just don't fuck with Uncle Zell. That's Safe House. Well, Safe House. That was a good one. Ryan Reynolds. That was a good, real good one.
I like that one.
Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3, like the third remake, but that was a fun one with John Travolta. That was a good lot of
What movie?
Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3. That was fun. Great Debaters.
Oh, I have seen that.
That was fun. That was a good time. American Gangster. I know you didn't see American Gangster.
All right, last one. One more.
Really, Leslie?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, nigga. Oh, you tripping. Inside Man. I know you didn't see at least. That's Spike Lee and Denzel again.
Damn, why was I thinking of the cartoon Inside Out?
That was fun.
That was good.
That was a good movie. That was a good movie.
That was a really good movie.
That's one of my good Yeah, I give you that. Seriously? Okay, Out of Time. We saw Out of Time.
I ain't seen either.
Out of Time? Leslie. This is fucked up. Uncle Zell need to come. I hope Uncle Zell come and talk to you real crazy to you. Oh, so you ain't seen my movies, huh? All right.
Oh, what's the one? What's the Jesus Shuttlesworth movie?
Oh, He Got Game. You ain't seen He Got Game?
I watched. Wait, no. Yes, I have. I've seen that one. Ray Allen.
You seen Remember the Titans, though, right?
Of course, it's one of my favorites of his.
Okay, this is
Sunshine.
This is actually really important. This is shout out to Philadelphia for this one. You saw the hurricane, right? Wow, both of y'all ain't seen the hurricane. Wow.
I feel like I've seen Hurricane. I feel like what was that?
Ruben Hurricane Carter, about a boxer that was in prison incorrectly for 20 years. He was wrongfully in prison for 20 years. He was he got in prison when he had his heavyweight title, but there was this racist cop that imprisoned him. He's from Philadelphia.
I think I saw it. I want to say
I'm
yes.
really
We're gonna say
looking at it right
yes.
now. I ain't seen
I'm
it.
really disappointed in you.
I'm gonna say yes.
Uncle Zell, I'm sorry. Uncle Zell, I'm really sorry that they did this. I really am. I take my sunglasses off, just talk to you because I really am sorry that they
Next week, I feel like, Leslie, we got to come up with a list of movies that we think Tristan ain't seen.
You know what? I defy you to do it. I defy you to do it.
For recess next time, we're doing Stump Tristan, and we're going to try to name movies you haven't seen. But they gotta be
Do you
classics.
realize I won a trivia tonight?
They gotta be classics, though.
Let me tell you right now, tonight at trivia, they had, you need to name 10 Tom Cruise movies. They had deep cuts. I knew them all. I'd seen them all. I love TC. Shout out to you, Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom, that sounds wild.
Could you say all of the Mission Impossibles? Like 1, 2, 3?
I ain't never
I've seen all 6. No.
I've never seen them, but I know that
I've seen no. It wasn't like that. They showed you an image from the movies. I had seen all the movies. I knew the images where they came from.
Oh, that's it. That's a skill.
I honestly would have been like, damn, who that white guy look familiar?
I would know his face. I just wouldn't know the movies.
Oh man, I'm just saying, man. If y'all want to stump me, please. I'll probably know the year it came out too. I'll be ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's see.
I watched Top Gun Maverick before I watched Top Gun. That lets you know, like, the movie where I am.
Low-key disrespectful.
Top Gun Maverick was so good.
It was really good.
Go watch the original. I was like, yo, this movie was lit. I was like, let me go watch Top Gun, and then I watched it like a couple.
They're like beat for beat the same movie. They just have a few differences. Like the same movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a fun game next week. Maybe we can tell you the plot, and you have to guess the movie.
Oh, that's the worst because I will destroy that game.
Okay, we're gonna see. That's what
we're
gonna
do. Is that everything on recess though?
Is that all we got today?
Damn. Well, all right. Well, it looks like we've come to the end of the road, kids. We have. It's almost time for us to hit that happy trail.
Is it happy trail like the hair that goes from your navel?
It is, but it's also a happy ending as you're leaving the town with the sunsets behind you.
Is it a happy ending where you're getting a massage and then
okay, all right. Again, guys, please make sure that you check us out on YouTube. Please subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. Check out the page. It's lovely. Please also check TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and also check us out where you get your podcasts. You know, Apple, Spotify, all of that. And until the next time, this has been a nasty show, but I've been Trist.
It's happy trail list.
Lord.
I'm the Don, Jesus.
And even though the vibe is insane, okay, even though the party may change, and this vibe is fucking insane, the vibe remains the same. We out, y'all. Deuces.
Bye.
Not happy trail, Leslie.